Hello, my name is Greg Story. I'm the president of Dale Carnegie Training here in Japan. We get some interesting requests from clients which are very specific to Japan. One of them was for helping Japanese team members become more proficient in English, but it wasn't for English conversation style proficiency, like typical English class type of training which would give you a better facility to speak in English. It wasn't for that. Their problem was they have VIPs coming to Japan from overseas for meetings, or they have video conferencing, so they're hooked up with all different countries around the world online together, or it's the telephone, and they've got a telephone conference going on. And they get pushback and complaints from other parts of the organisation about Japan's lack of contribution to these meetings. Or if the VIPs are here, when they leave, they write back and say, look, what's wrong with Japan? People don't seem to be very energized, they don't seem to be very committed, they don't contribute anything. So you get this raft of complaints for clients, and they don't like that, of course, because they're very proud of their Japanese team members, they're very proud of their Japanese operation. It doesn't really seem fair. And the problem is, the Japanese team members, when the VIP's in the room, or the video's running, or the telephone conference is underway, remain silent. They just sit there very quietly, don't say anything. They don't ask questions, they don't volunteer their opinion, they don't disagree with the speaker or what's being presented, and it gets very frustrating. They think, well, what's wrong with Japan? Well, there's nothing wrong with Japan. And why aren't the Japanese team members getting more involved and being more proactive and having more impact in these meetings? Well, English is the problem, but it's not English as English. They have, Japanese have enough grammar. Most Japanese know more about English grammar than I'll ever know. They have very, very key understanding of grammar because it's drummed into them right through their schooling years. And vocabulary. They have enough vocabulary to express themselves. So it's not a grammatical or vocabulary problem. It's a shyness problem. It's a fear of making a mistake problem. It's a better to stay quiet and not expose myself to ridicule by speaking in English and then people laughing at me and saying, oh, look, that gal's English was terrible. I'd rather say nothing than have that as a result of my saying something in English. We were asked by many clients, don't you have something to fix this problem? And so we actually created a course for this called Confident English. It's not English conversation class, it's not eikaiwa, it's Confident English. We take some of the things we have in our high impact presentations training and we apply that to help Japanese who need to speak in English. Now, of course, there is grammatical correction. Of course, we do work on vocabulary and pronunciation. But what we found, though, these are not the things that are really the problem. The problem is more, it's more mindset. It's more inside. It's more about, I'm shy to make a mistake. Once we take people through, it's a 3-week program, we take them through the program, and we give them lots and lots of coaching and lots of practice, and we really work on how to get that energy up and how to be someone who can say something that people listen to and say it with credibility and say it with force, and how to ask questions and how to disagree. Go through all of those things and we practice like crazy on that. And at the end of those 3 weeks, at the end of those 3 weeks, they are just changed. Fantastic. So if you have Japanese colleagues, or maybe it's you who are looking at this video thinking, oh, that's me, I don't want to say anything in meetings, this is the course for you. Now, as I say, it's 3 hours, 3 weeks in a row, lots of coaching, lots of practice, and you will see your level, or you see your colleagues' levels really rise over those 3 weeks. So here's a very simple fix to having Japan viewed as a non-contributor or having Japan viewed as somehow not up to standard for the rest of the organisation around the world. Once your Japanese colleagues or you yourself take this course, you will be in those meetings and people will be impressed by what you have to say, because it's not that Japanese people aren't smart. It's not that they don't have things to say. It's not that they lack insights. It's not they have no understanding of the subject. They have all of those things, but they're just holding it in. So let's get everyone on the Confident English course who needs it, and let's lift the reputation of Japan, have a richer conversation actually in these meetings, and get a better outcome for the organisation. Hope to see you or one of your team members on a Confident English course soon.